What's up? This is Casey from Caseyscustoms, and as you can tell, we are back on this beautiful 1965 Mustang. We put the rims on, we get the airbags done, and we also do a ton of sheet metal work. Let's go!
How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell 'em bring it down. Like the Wendy's in your town. Don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell 'em get in line. Hold it down. Came up from the underground.
Before we get started here today, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. We're doing really good on views. We've kind of plateaued on subscribers. Most of my views are from non-subscribers, so if you aren't subscribed, please hit that. It just helps us do crazier stuff. The more subscribers, the bigger we can go on some of these builds, which is really awesome. Also, if I can get to 100K by the end of 2022, I'm going to give this 1954 Chevy away for free. No purchase necessary, no nothing. You just have to be subscribed. Richard, put the picture of the 54 right there. It's a pretty good looking build. It'll be a running and driving car. You'll be able to just get in it and go and have a ton of fun. So hit that subscribe button, please. Now, let's get back to the show. We are back on the beautiful 1965 Mustang chassis swap. In this video, I want to get all my wheel wells put back on. I'm talking about the ones I cut off. I actually have some flares here, but they ended up not being big enough, I don't think. They might end up working, I don't know. I do have another set coming that's going to be wider than those. Hopefully we get those by this video is over, but I don't know. We might just have to make work what we have. But at the very least, I want to get the stock ones all put on there. First thing I need to do is get the wheels put on all four corners. Right now, I obviously only have them on this side. So let me get it all jacked up, get the wheels put on, and then we will start figuring out where we're going to put these wheel wells. If I remember right, the rear needs to go back a little bit and the front needs to go forward a little bit. I might have that backwards, but yeah. Either way, let's throw the wheels on. Got the tires on, made a couple of adjustments so they're in just a little bit. I think the front sticks out 3 inches and the rear sticks out 4 inches. Looks really, really good this way. It's not out as much as it was. It was like 4.5, 5, which is a little too much, but these look perfect this way. I'm very, very happy. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the quarter panels back on, the wheel wells, you know, front and rear, because I cut all this out, obviously. And they're also gonna be raised. I think my old wheel well would have been like down here. I don't wanna tuck any tire because I want it to look like a race car. So we're gonna be raising the wheel wells. I don't know if these fender flares are gonna work. I'm gonna try and make them work, but I have another wider set coming. So I'm gonna put a pin in that for now, but I do wanna go ahead and get the parts I cut off back on there. Got the passenger side quarter panel done. Came out really good. It's just tacked for now. I'm not gonna weld it fully just yet. I was gonna move to the front and start getting the front put on, but I forgot I actually need to cut the hell out of these fenders to make this gap work. So what I'm gonna do for now is go ahead and just do the driver's side quarter panel, and then we'll go ahead and start figuring the front end. We are gonna cut these fenders all to hell to make that line up back there. Basically, I gotta do a really long pie cut all the way down and then bring this over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this taper in just a little bit, but I need to go probably an inch there. I don't want anything here. So it kind of shows you how long it's going to be of a triangle cut, but I want an inch down there. It's going to be a lot of cutting, but I'm going to go do the driver's side quarter panel first. Got the driver's side quarter on, looking really good. It's time to jump into these fenders, and it is going to be a ton of work. Here is the pieces I cut out, the wheel wells. Now, I was gonna put those on first, and then, oh, can I do this one-handed? Probably not. Maybe. I cannot do this one-handed, so give me a second. Okay, I got them up there now. I was gonna go ahead and get that welded in first, but I think I'm gonna cut the fender, because I think with that being wider in the back might change my fitment a little bit. It might not, but it might. Also, the factory flare, I mean, it's not really a flare, that's pushing that out more than I thought it was going to. So I might actually be able to make the flares work that I have. I'm not sure. That's not the priority yet. I want to get the metal welded in first. Then we'll start fitting our flares. Let's go ahead and make a giant cut. It's a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie to you, because that is a big cut. But let's do it. Check it out. That is one hell of a pie cut. I went ahead and just put a little piece in there for now to hold it open. You can see now we got our width right. I ended up sliding fender forward before. I did have this gap actually perfect before, but I ended up sliding it forward so that my hood would fit last episode. So I'm going to go ahead and cut right here. Put a little strip right there to make my gap right. So basically we are just gonna ruin this fender by the time it's over with. Cut it this way, cut it this way, cut it this way. It will be a good fitting fender and everything will look right. After metal work, body work, paint, you'll never know that it was in 10 different pieces. I'm gonna cut this right there, right now. So, do you want to put an older body on top of a newer chassis? You can do it. You just got to be prepared to cut your fenders in 6 damn pieces. Look at this. Holy shit. We had to kind of just do all kinds of stuff. This is the longest pie cut I've ever made in my entire life. But, look at them gaps, baby. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Still have to do the wheel well, too. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So, my dad used to run a body shop out of this garage 20 years ago or whatever. I'm over here working on the Mustang. I hear somebody honking. I'm like, oh, it must be a buddy stopping by. I open the door, and it's one of his old customers, old guy named Fred. He's 85. He said, hey, I need you to fix this fender. You know, you painted it 30 years ago. I said, well, I didn't paint it. He goes, well, your dad did. You got to fix it. So this old boy put me to work. His fender was rusted out the bottom, so he couldn't open the door. It was catching on the door. He said, you got to do something. I said, okay. So normally if somebody came up to my shop and said, you got to fix this right now, I'd tell them, go fuck themselves. But he's telling me, I go, yes, sir. So I grab the welder. I drag it over there. I have to grind the paint. I have to like clamp it and weld it. I get it welded up so we can actually open and close the door. He goes, what I owe you? I said, well, nothing. You know, it only took 10 minutes. He goes, all right, good. That's good. Like he expected it. It's fucking great. But he went to leave. He's funnier than shit, too. He went to leave and there was a motorcycle behind him. He goes, I'm just going to back over this motorcycle real quick. You didn't see nothing. I said, no, I did not. All right, back to work. Fun day at the shop. All right, check out the difference. Obviously, we haven't got to this side yet. This side is done. Well, not done, but this side is put together. Still have to put a bunch of sheet metal in here, over there. We still got to trim some stuff down there, but that's what she looks like. It's not too bad. My dad came in, freaked out. He didn't realize that it's all the way down right now on the airbags. It's sitting on the bump stops. It cannot go down anymore. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So that's why he thought, you know, he's like, you're not giving it enough room for travel. Well, no, there is no suspension travel. It's all the way down. So that's why they're so tight. Also, you can go in there and kind of beat the lip up a little bit if I had to, but that's why I'm putting them just right on the tires. That's the great thing about bags is, you know, there's no guessing game. I know exactly what is the lowest low and what is the highest high. I got, I think, 10 hours in on just those 3 wheels. We still have to do this whole side. The fender is obviously very labor intensive. I knew it was going to be. You got to do all this fun shit, but the great news is nothing has changed here with the hood, so the hood will just still go on like normal. Oh, also, I got hood pins in. Where are they at? Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I got 4 hood pins in. That was the plan the whole time because I wanted to be able to take it off like a race car. Hopefully, if we get all the sheet metal work done this video, I'll get my pins. I want 1 on each corner. I have 4 of them, so we might mess with that. But I don't know. We got a lot of sheet metal work we still need to do. But yeah, I'm just going to call it a day for now. And tomorrow we will come in here and... That's my alarm for the day. All right. Peace.
The next day.
Okay, it's a new day, fresh energy. I'm ready to hit this really hard, get it done. Today is Friday, so it's really the last day I have to work on it. I've already put a ton of hours in this week, but I do want to get all the sheet metal work, not necessarily done, but I want it to look like a normal car as far as gaps and whatnot. I want to get my hood back on there. I want to get my trunk on there. I want to roll it outside and get some pictures. This side looks really good. I'm very, very happy with this, but obviously we need to do all that on the other side, and then we need to come in here, get some metal in our gaps we have, which is just going to take forever, but I'm tired of whining about it. Let's get to work. I should go ahead and finish the sheet metal work on this fender, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up the other fender because I want to get my gaps all right, and then I'll go in and start doing all my sheet metal work that needs done in the spots I've cut. It's going to be a long day. Let's get to cutting. Check it out. Starting to look like something. This here, making that sliver, was one of the biggest pain in the asses I've ever done. And I still have to do it on the other side. Basically got it all welded in, all the metal work done. It's just tacked. I'll go back in here and I will TIG weld all this. But as you can tell, 8 different pieces that the fender's in. The quarter panels are still in 2 or 3 pieces. I mean, it's probably gonna be 20 full hours of TIG welding. Not doing that this video. We'll take care of it sometime down the line, but really happy with how it looks. You can kind of see what it's gonna look like now. Very, very excited. I just realized I missed a dent where I had it all cut apart. That's gonna be fun. I'll have to beat that out, but looking real good. I'm gonna come over here, finish up the metal work on this side. I gotta put that piece in there. I got to get all that done too. And then we will start on the hood and the trunk. I still have the trunk hinges and everything, but I did cut them out of the older Mustang because I knew that they were going to be hitting on the modern Mustangs, cross support and all that. So we're going to have to figure that out. But I do want the trunk most likely to still use the hinges the way it would originally. On the front, I'm just going to do hood pins. I just needed a break from cutting and welding. I burnt the shit out of my finger about 3 times because I'm an idiot, but that's part of the fun. Let's jump on the other side and then we will get on the hood and the trunk and probably call this a video. I got so many hours in this shit. Metalwork takes forever. I know a lot of it is time-lapsed, so you can't see, but if it wasn't time-lapsed, it would be a 10-hour video of me just cutting and welding this fender. I started today at 9 a.m. on this fender, which was already kind of cut up, halfway cut up, and it's like 3:30 now. So, I mean, we're 6.5 hours just to get to this. A lot of time, but let's see if we can get the other side done. Okay, got this fender done now. So excited. Basically, all the metal work is done on all 4 corners, which is very nice. It looks really good. By the way, if anybody wanted to know how much I raised it, I ended up raising the wheel wells. I believe it was 5 inches in the rear and I think 4 in the front. What I mean by raising the wheel wells is if I didn't want to run such a wide tire and I wanted to run like a narrow tire, this wheel well would originally been like here, way down here, but I wanted it to look like a race car. This is a race car thing. They cut their wheel wells really high and then they have their wheels stick out. That's the look I like. Basically going for like an older Shelby look. Shelby had a GT 350, I believe, that was a coupe. It was a really rare thing because he usually just did fastbacks, but I think in 65 or 66 he had a coupe. That's kind of the build that I'm going for. Obviously a more modern style. I kind of want it to look like an old race car that somebody found in a garage and then they just kind of put some big wheels on it and had some fun with it. That's kind of the look I'm going for. Obviously, 20-inch chrome wheels don't sell that a bunch, but that's kind of how I like it. Really excited. It looks so good. I'm going to try and get the hood on now. I still need to do some metal work in the back. In the last video, I cut this because my hood wasn't fitting right. I actually cut that whole lip, so I need to add that back. Let's do that, and then we'll try and get the trunk on. I really want to get it outside so we can kind of walk around it and look at it outside. You really get a lot better look of everything whenever you get to step back from it, 50 feet. fucking thing has monster truck fitment and I hate it. Oh, wait a minute. That's a little bit better. Can't wait till I get my fender flares. Man, that thing is cool. Also, this thing, I paid for the shipping almost a month ago. This transport company is really dragging their feet. I'm not happy about it. But that's a different video. Ooh. Really getting excited about this thing. We still got to figure out what we're gonna do with that bottom frame section, but and the metal work is really looking good. Thank you guys very much for watching. I am so excited with how it looks. I know I say that at the end of every video, but I spent the last 20 minutes just looking at it outside. I'm really happy with how these bags are. I'm happy with how much they go up and down. I still have some fender flares coming. Just the wheel wells look absolutely perfect. I'm really happy with this. Stay tuned for more. I do a video on this build every single Tuesday. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff I do at the end of videos. Check out some of my other videos. Peace. Love ya.